player for sure.
All right.
But let's see if he can match up to the challenge that is Hype.
Well, Hyped going to be playing Druid in our first match against Warlock from Lothar.
I think what's really important is he's playing the Wild Growth variation of Druid.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's some Druid decks that don't play Wild Growth right now.
No, they're the ones that just play it later on, and it doesn't really make any difference.
Oh,
and then there's
okay.
the Druids that play it on turn 1 or 2, and it makes all the difference.
Yeah, that's definitely, that is a subclass of Druid for sure.
Yeah.
But actually in his last match, he played Druid, and it was the other variety. So I didn't know he switched in between.
Oh, wow, okay. I wonder why both players are timing out without actually clicking a single
Because they're tryhards, that's why. That's the real actual answer.
Yeah, that's true.
I like mulliganing in like 2 seconds.
I mean, we heard from Blizzard they're actually planning on fixing this, as far as I know. Right?
I thought they were fixing this patch, but I checked and they did not.
Wait, what are they doing?
They're making it so you can't see how many cards your opponent mulligans.
Oh, okay. So people can actually mulligan with reasonable...
Yeah, they don't have to be worried about...
Wait, no, actually, I like being able to see how many cards they mulligan. I like that.
Job's done.
Yeah, I like that too, but at the same time, we get full duration mulligans with tryhards. And that basically includes every tournament match ever.
Well, do you guys remember back in the Fight Night days when we would watch like Trump against Monk and stuff? And
like the 47-minute turn with missed lethal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't remind me of that.
The good old days, guys. The good old days.
I was falling asleep in my chair.
That was a strategy. You were getting hustled.
I certainly was.
That's right. That's right.
My greetings.
All right. So anyways, kind of a nice start here, obviously, for Hyped with that Wild Growth.
I just think it's a nice start from the Druid here with a turn 4 Tharson.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Looks like it's just a very standard-looking...
That's a Demon Lock. That's not that standard looking, because Demon Lock doesn't actually run Molten Giant. So it's a Demon Headlock,
I didn't see the
which is actually really far from standard, I believe. I don't think we've seen this in like months.
Thank you, Crip.
Oh, we've seen it recently as well, but it's like falling in and out of favor of players. Some players like the standard Handlock, some players like to mix in the Void Colors with Morganas. It's just preference, I guess.
Yeah.
I generally don't prefer Handlock at all. Just play regular Demon Lock.
Yeah, I think Demon Lock's really fun, especially now with Bane of Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that we're seeing Bane of Doom now.
Isn't it called like Stormpike Mal'Ganis?
So many.
Well, Stormpike's a little better because Stormpike can actually get results when you hit a minion with full health and doesn't kill it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It can be a big difference, man.
But don't underestimate that Stormpike commando.
I mean, I don't know. You just don't know until you try. Maybe you should just take out those Bane of Dooms for a few games, put in some Stormpikes, see the real difference.
Oh, I love it. So, here do you use Hellfire or do you go with Mortal Coil?
I like Hellfire, because that shade's going to get out of control.
I like it too.
Like, you don't have a Shadow Flame, and when you get a Shadow Flame, you might have to sack a big-ass creature that you wouldn't otherwise want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of all the potential damage that the minions can put out.
Plus, you have Molten Giant. Hellfire's just fine. It's like, yeah, we'll just speed that up a little bit.
Sick. Well, Tarzan did his work anyways. I mean, that's a pretty good set of spells that he is. Lower. Cheaper.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like Azure Hero Power, Kill a Dragon. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the hero power or...
I like the hero power. I think if you drew Innervate, you might do something. No, you wouldn't. Nah, never mind.
Yeah, what would you do with Innervate, Crip?
Wrath for 1, keep the face. Real damage.
That's pretty awesome. I love it.
Whoa.
Okay, this is more what I thought this tournament would be like. We've been seeing a lot of people so far today draw Tarzan kind of late. But here, this is what I was thinking, you know, like turn 5 and turn 6 Tarzan in the game.
This is where it gets really insane when you have so many cards as Handlock.
God, look at that. That is just cray.
And Handlock relies...
He has combo next turn, by the way.
Wow.
What?
I don't know if you guys are aware of what's going on here. That's going to be a lot of surprise damage.
Oh God,
So
look at this.
Therefore, he's definitely going to charge up that Druid of his claw, right?
Yeah.
How do you even stop
he's
that
gonna
with
make
his
it a
hand? Like, you just look at Lothar's hand for a second.
Yeah, no, that's...
You have to draw really well, really fast. Oh, there you go.
Ah,
Bam.
Sunbeam Protector.
All right.
But does Lothar actually expect the combo?
I mean, as soon as you see Tarzan, you have to
Uh-huh.
consider that Druid's going to kill you way earlier.
And you also have to consider the cards being drawn. Like sometimes you just have to think your opponent just doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Often enough, players just run one Force of Nature as well.
I think Lothar will not taunt here. I think Lothar has lost the first game already.
You don't think he'll taunt?
No.
I think he's going to play Ancient Watcher and Void Caller and taunt him.
I think that's a really safe play, but if you do that and your opponent like can't combo you next turn, you kind of like put yourself really behind. Where if you Doctor Boom, like you start actually putting pressure back.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a play you have to make in order to get back on the board.
Yeah.
Just playing defense all the time doesn't favor your board position.
But it favors your life total.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like,
Sometimes you just have to play like your opponent doesn't have it. And
Yeah.
with 19 cards still in the deck, it's actually fairly likely that your opponent might just not have it.
there you go. Game over.
He goes for it.
The one-time Doctor Boom is not that overpowered when you play him and
certainly
die
not.
instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Blizzard needs to change this card.
That's the
It's
War
just
Golem
not
effect.
good enough.
Dr. Boom?
Yeah, maybe we can give the Boombots a charge or something.
The Boombots basically have charge, just to be fair.
No.
Those Boombots, the turn they come out, they end up killing a lot of stuff quite often.
Yeah.
Yeah, giving things charge is my favorite option of bluffing cards. I thought I heard you're the big fan of putting quick into every minion, right?
Quick?
Like quick shredder.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever
What?
you don't have
It's like
cards in
quick
your hand,
shot.
Just
Quick
put,
quick shredder. If it's the last card in your hand, draw a card.
Yeah.
Quick shredder, quick fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, so we should do that with all cards.
all
you're
the
saying.
cards.
Well,
Why
that's how you develop hunter cards. That's how you design them. You just take a card that's already there and you add the draw mechanic.
Sick.
how you
Quick
do
kill
it.
command. I want that. Please. I think that would really make
Well-
the game healthy.
One card that might be good is Quick Boom.
Oh,
Like Dr. Boom? Quick Boom?
Yeah.
Dr. Quick Boom. Not bad.
I think so. And make him a 6/7 so BGH can't kill him. That's so pesky. That's so pesky.
And that's not fair. Like attack
Why
is
would
so
you let-
valuable.
why-
You have to give him like 2 health for that. It has to be a 6/9 for 7 with 2 Boombots for him to really like hit the balance.
Those are some pretty good stats.
6/9?
Yeah.
Pretty good stats.
Oh, man.
I mean, at 6/7, he just dies to War Golem for free. That's unacceptable.
A War Golem! Oh, man. I thought you were going to say, like, Grull or whatever he's called.
Oh, Gruul just outclasses them
man.
both.
Yeah. That's a pretty sick card.
Have you ever seen Gruul like 20 turns after he's played? You just can't deal with him.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That is a problem.
Yeah.
And that happens, like, every third ladder game to me, too.
Yeah.
Like a turn 20 Gruul.
Mhm.
He's so big at that point, too. He's
Yeah.
like a 27.
There's
and stuff.
basically nothing you could do.
And the thing is, they're waiting to get 30 so they can just kill me. That's why I have to start playing Warrior, so I can be above that, and the
Yeah.
Gruul takes even longer.
Yeah.
So they fatigue out while we wait for the Gruul to be big enough to kill me. Because that's how many turns it takes.
I think Gruul might actually be pretty cool if he like used like a different formula, like +1, then +2, then +3, then +4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Because in World of Warcraft, the incremental differences were so huge, because it would be the point where you get like one-shotted. But like +1 every turn is not really that big of a deal.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, God, look at Lothar's picture. He was holding a big weight. You guys missed it.
Oh.
Watch next time. Oh, Blingtron is in this deck. Sick.
Yeah, it's a mech.
Thank you. Blingtron. I never would have guessed that would be a mech. Are you sure it's not a beast? Let me get my glasses out. Oh, yeah, you're right, mech. It's not a beast.
You're just being cruel, man.
Yeah, we were having a lot of fun doing those pre-game pictures
Yeah.
of the profile pics. And in the match, I don't know if you noticed, but when Lothar played against Frodan, Lothar had like this big weight, and Frodan just took like one of those smaller ones. He was like struggling.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't notice. I'm actually sitting in the middle now so I can actually see that monitor.
Oh, man.
Oh, he kept Blast Mage. What do you guys think about the Blast Mage keep?
Yeah, the Blast Mage keep is worth it, especially with those
the coin?
with those amount of mechs that you have in your hand already.
Yeah, most mechs just die to Hellfire. Blast Mage is just like a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And if they have to Hellfire and Blast Mage on the board, you just kind of die real fast.
I've seen people like Life Coach already keeping Blast Mage even without having other mechs in your hand.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, I mean, if you...
I personally wouldn't do that. I think it's too risky, but sometimes it's just a risk.
I've had way too many games where I have 2 Blast Mages in my opening hand, and like this guy who dies before it actually helps.
Yeah, the Blast Mage is such an important card that really swings the momentum and in the favor of the Mech Mage most of the time. And Mech Mage in general is just the type of aggressive deck that really depends on the good curve out, where you have to have a good curve and the optimal start in order to like snowball the game out of control.
Do you like Mad Scientist here or the Chugga Chugga?
I think that
I like the
we
Chugga
can tell
Chugga.
the Chugga Chugga's better, but he kind of baited him by not mortal coiling. So like for instance, the next turn just can't. He's gonna have to go like Pilot Shredder instead of Blast Major to get down, because it was like kind of a. I don't know that Lothar meant for it to work out this way, but I think that Hype's just sat there and thought, he's like, okay, he probably doesn't have Mortal Coil, so, you know, I don't need to play another mech. I'll just have a mech next turn.
I think it's going to get Hellfired.
What is?
Shredder Scientist.
Oh yeah, definitely could.
No, maybe not with Shadow Flame now.
Oh, Blinktron.
I love it.
I wonder.
Oh, we have the German message for you to read, Artists.
Yes, indeed.
And it's a good one.
Zaze donated $5.33. This is a tongue twister. Fischer's Fritz fished Frische fished Fischer's Fritz. What does that mean, Ecop?
Spot on. It's like Fisher's. So Fisherman's Fritz is like a name. Is fishing fresh fish. Fresh fish is fishing Fisher's Fritz.
What's Fritz?
Fritz
Name.
is a name.
Okay,
And Fisherman's Fritz. Yeah.
Fritz is probably like Joe.
okay.
Yeah.
Is your name Fritz?
Yeah.
Okay. That's alright, I knew your name. Your name is Jan.
No, it's. Damn it, Artosis. Why you do this?
I think the A is the A sound. I think it's Jane.
Jane. That's even
Oh,
worse.
Jane, yeah. Jane Ecop Paleys.
Like Calamity Jane.
No, like Jane, you know, the wife of Tarzan.
Oh.
The new greatest card in Hearthstone.
Oh boy.
Oh, nice reversing switch here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Actually, doesn't go Tinkertown with this.
Yeah, I'm really surprised.
Yeah, I thought
He's going to go straight into that Hellfire, it seems.
Yeah, he's running straight into it. He's he's quite brave.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of a.
Yeah, he may have realized the misplay there, because
I think
he
so.
kind of hesitated it right after.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, damn, I forgot to play against Hellfire.
Oh man, Lothar has got to be happy about this.
I'm also wondering the positioning. Don't you think the Snow Chugger should be on the side of the Mech Warper? Because that's the most likely target to die next to the Wolf.
Yes, absolutely agreed.
Wow, what a devastating turn.
Yeah, and I like how he top decked it and used that one,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that could actually lure more minions out that he can Hellfire.
That is true.
Yeah. It's a good move by Lothar.
But still hyped, being the aggressor here, having the initiative to play the first minions once again, and
Yeah, there's
Lothar's
so
still
much
on the
damage
defense.
there.
Yeah.
Can he play something meaningful and taunt it? That's really the
So
question.
many
Well,
possibilities.
Nothing really meaningful. Like, he can put out the Ancient Watcher or something. I
Oh,
think, like,
one thing-
Tarzan might be a decent move, because he has plenty of life gain.
I think so too. But I'm wondering, like, we've seen at least 2 Void Callers, but no other demons yet.
Well, maybe this is handlock with Void Callers, because your opponent will play around the Void Callers. They're basically the Laughing Sisters.
Possibilities.
Oh,
He won't
okay.
target
You just draw so many cards
Right.
in general as Warlock, and especially Handlock, that eventually you will just get to the point where you will be able to taunt up your Void Callers, and then you will get like a Jaraxxus or Morganis, or some people also play Dread Infernal, I guess. One
Yeah.
of those you will get to play for sure.
I wonder.
You just have to be patient.
Yeah. Oh, wait. He has a secret. I don't even know what we're talking about here. That's why this is such a pain. Maybe
Oh,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You can't play Tarzan. There you
He
go.
has
That's
to
a
watch
replay.
your play.
Yeah, that is like Handlock usually doesn't struggle at all against Morality. There's so many minions that Handlock has, like Iron
Yeah.
Beagle, like Ancient Watcher, even at the heal bot, that you don't care about giving your opponent.
Yeah. No, that was actually really good by Lothar there. We just weren't paying
I
attention.
think it's
'cause I was
blink
reading.
time.
Is it?
Gore Hole time.
Oh man.
Oh, actually, what's the best? What would be the best here?
Gladiators.
Not that.
No, that's fine. For
Oh, actually,
face.
yeah, with nothing out.
That is not that bad.
Is that gold?
Every
Yeah.
card from Blingstrong is golden.
Oh, really?
He-
Okay.
He
I never noticed
truly
that.
blings out the players.
Yeah. And wait. What's it?
That's a 2/2.
Oh, Perdition's Blade. He didn't even get the combo off that. Oh boy.
Are there any other 2/2s beside Perditions and Glaivezuka?
I don't think so.
I don't think
no. Yeah, the 2/2 is the thing you get off Arathi Weaponsmith.
Oh, he didn't attack the Warlock.
So many
I missed that. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Molten Giant, the fear is real. But little does he know, Lothar does not have any Molten Giants in his hand.
I mean, I think with any other weapon, I would have agreed with the play. But that Ochre Wormhole is never hitting face again.
Yeah. There's a giant's gonna come out and he's gonna do something very bad with that.
Yeah. What do you think, Cup?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that even if you hit minions though with the Ogre Wormhole, you don't really care that much about it because you have a lot of health and you kind of have to deal with those minions at some point anyway.
almost out of time.
That is a big hand there.
Belcher boys. I like.
No,
the-
man, play Tarzan. Why do you need Belcher? It's only 9 on board. Yeah, I guess you can play Belcher.
Yeah, Lothar really wants to dig deeper for those Molten Giants and also some demons maybe for the Void Caller.
I think we're gonna see that Blast Mage here. Actually, we'll see the attack first. I think.
Yeah,
I like the
definitely.
attack first.
wonder.
Sick Cogmaster top deck, guys.
Yeah, this is the painful thing about Mech Mage. It really relies on the early game, because in the late game you will just have scenarios where you just draw useless cards. All the 1 through 3 drops are pretty much worthless in the late game.
Yeah.
I think Tinkmaster is actually quite strong in late game still.
Tinkertown Technician.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. Like Taskmaster.
Yeah,
You
the
mean
spare parts-
Overspark? Yeah, I guess he's okay against this.
Yeah, the spare parts he provides can often be really annoying as well.
Oh my god!
Oh boy.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
Stealth? Gotta go stealth.
Yeah, I mean, you could stealth a 5/4.
We have
cow.
board clear.
Yeah, but
Hellfire.
it's a weapon hit or a Dark Bomb with Hellfire. Both of which are really crazy
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. Well, he can set up a taunt as well, I guess. But he's got to be really careful because that axe can actually go through taunts.
Actually, we could just see Healbot into Dark Bomb. The Healbot can get you out of range
Kill
once
the mech.
again, and
Yeah.
it also the
Yeah.
Dark Bomb also brings down the Cogmaster. Because
Yeah.
the Holy Mech is gone now.
That's actually quite good. Yeah, and that'll bring you out of range, anything really.
Do you?
I think I would heal by here, right?
Oh, it seems like Lothar wants to taunt up the Ancient Watcher instead.
Okay.
Which is fine too, I guess. Considering he has more than one taunt giver.
My shield for Argus.
Thing is, like a fireball here might kill him. Because again, that axe can go through this stuff.
Yeah. Well, there's no fireball.
Yeah.
And I think Lothar's going to get a chance to turtle up here next turn.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that.
You can't even play his hand. This is really bad for Hype.
Yeah, Hype cannot go for the both minions and hero power. He's missing 1 mana for that. That would be the optimal play here. So I'm pretty sure he's just gonna play minions and choose to not attack, maybe.
You don't think he'll clear this 5/6?
There's no point of doing it now, really. If there was a Shadow Flame, Lothar would have played it last turn, I would assume.
Yeah, well, he does clear it. I don't see a reason to use the axe right now.
Maybe there's gonna be more creatures next turn. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Is there something better though?
I mean,
Lothar now knows that
yeah.
Hype just doesn't have any sort of fireball. Otherwise, he would have just probably gone for the lethal.
Yeah.
And this is why he can play a little bit more risky now, not playing around top deck fireballs.
I think is set up
the thing is, it's not
giant.
even just fireball. Like you might be dead to the board. Like you still have to do something here.
Yeah, yeah. Like he should be setting up a taunt for sure with the Sun Fury. Like maybe the Mountain Giant.
Yeah.
And the Sun Fury.
I wonder.
Seems very reasonable. I mean, that's 2 taunts.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And your opponent has 1 card in hand, and I mean, you don't know what it is, but it's something that costs like more than 1 mana. No, I mean, it's obvious it's not direct damage.
It seems like
Why is
he opting for
Void
Void Caller into heal bot, I would say. Just a really mana efficient play here.
Yeah, but it makes the Mountain Giant go kind of out of the range, you know?
Well, next turn it's still going to be possible to play Mountain Giant into Sun Fury as well.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
I wonder.
Yeah, yeah.
Something needs tinkering?
4-1 taunt time.
Yeah, finally that Ancient Watcher can be of some use. It's like the only scenario where it actually matters that Mech Mage gets an Ancient Watcher with more entity.
I wonder.
I wanted to kill a Void Caller and not bring out anything.
That would be
that'd be
very
the biggest
brave.
surprise.
Oh, you mean with the weapon? Okay.
Yeah.
Like if he trades into that Void Caller right now, that's really weird.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, almost.
Yeah, Hype's just pushing further in for some more face damage, but thanks to the heal bot, Lothar is kind of out of range of anything that Hype can throw right now.
The thing is, you might see a Hellfire. He might be put back into that range. Ooh. And he's out again.
Oh, wow. But wait.
Well, he can use his weapon, then play Jiraxxus, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he can kill off the 4/4 with the heal bot and his current weapon, and then Jiraxxus, and then he gets another attack, actually.
Yeah.
You can attack twice this turn as a Warlock.
No,
that's
well,
actually,
you can't. You can't, right?
Yes, you can.
You can do that? That works like that?
Yeah, that's the first time I've actually seen that in a game that wasn't like a trolled and highlight.
Yeah, because Jiraxxus is
different
not,
I had no idea
not
that you
your
could do
hero.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Jiraxxus
good to
is
know.
a different hero altogether.
Yeah. So
And then if he had Major Domo,
no,
and then another weapon
like,
somehow.
I think the best play is to attack. No, it's certainly not Mountain Giant. I think it's attack with the weapon, then the heal bot into the 4/4. Then you get Jiraxxus, the Void Caller into the Harvest Golem, and the Jiraxxus weapon into the remainder.
Agreed. I think I like that play, but well, I mean, he can play a taunt here.
What?
Oh, I actually really didn't expect that at all.
The super taunts.
Yeah, I guess that is true. He forfeits a little bit of heal on that, but I guess that's okay because
Okay.
you are never getting
That is
through
perfect.
that.
That is perfectly fine.
Yeah, yeah. Because now he has to like top deck so much damage, it's insane.
Just another fireball.
Hey, there's a fireball.
Also, besides the heal from the Jaraxxus wouldn't even have mattered that much. There would be a taunt for Lothar, and then the Pilot Shredder would smash in for another 4 damage. So this play was actually very fine.
I wonder.
Yeah, right. Take it.
That's not it.
You like that fireball?
I think he had to. It's just too much damage.
Right now, Hyped is the one under pressure with a Mountain Giant on the board. And now with Dr. Boom being drawn, that's eventually gotta put the nail into the coffin of the Mech Mage.
No, there's nothing he can draw from here. Even Antonitis does 0. Like, actually 0. I just go to face here.
How well has Mech Mage been performing throughout the day? What do you guys
Quite
think?
well.
Yeah, it's been doing very well.
It's
hasn't won
a deck
every
that
game,
can
I
just
think, but-
beat stuff if it draws well.
Yeah.
Like we've seen just decks that just can't win,
So
and they just tanks the set. And Mech Mage just isn't that.
Yeah. Mech Mage always is like in a position where it can win.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But yeah, it doesn't seem like overpowered or anything.
It's a fair deck for sure.
Yeah, fair.
It seems that way.
Fair is probably the best rating. All right, well that
Doesn't
evens
feel
it up.
fair, guys.
Sometimes it actually doesn't feel fair.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, if you get the Mech Warp broken Mech Warper opening
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the coin as well.
Yeah.
That Shaman Mech Warper opening, oh my god. That was insane. All right, so it is now 1-1. What are we going to see next? Oh, that's not them. Oh, it looks like the other match has finished up.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Footan unfortunately losing 1-3. Did pick
Yep.
up a game though, so that's cool.
But this means,
Yeah.
You know what this means, right?
He gets to commentate tomorrow.
Exactly, we're going to see
Yay.
a lot of Frodan commentating.
That's right.
Oh, let's
Oh,
see if we can get that reset.
Oops. All right, we're going to be getting into this next game quite quickly here, guys.
Mage.
All right, Lothar. Oh, yeah. He's playing the kind of more expensive Mech Mage.
I think the more expensive Mech Mage is going to do quite well if the openers are reasonably the same.
Yeah. Especially when Piloted Sky Golem.
Oh, that
drops
was an
a
Annoyatron into an
Piloted Shredder.
Annoyatron, wasn't it?
No,
you think that was the bug?
That was the buggy thing.
Okay.
Because it came back way quicker than the other card that's...
Do you like the Annoyatron keep?
I think it's like okay.
Yeah.
Because if you play Cogmaster in Noyotron, that's like... It's going to take him a while to get to Cogmaster if he doesn't have, a Frost Nova or whatever. Frostbolt.
Whoa.
If he doesn't have a...
Mech Mage.
If he doesn't have a Smite.
Yeah.
Holy Smite or whatever. If he doesn't have power... Wait, what is it? Shadow Word.
Oh
Death or
man,
something?
Hype gets screwed immediately. Holy cow.
Ew. You can draw out of this stuff. It's possible.
He has
Did
the
actually
he
keep
has
the
the
Blast Mage? I
faster
didn't-
Mech Mage though.
I didn't really pay attention. Did he keep the Blast Mage?
Yes, he kept Clockwork Blast Mage and drew Antonitis Fireball.
Oh, wow.
That's devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 drops are not what you want in your opening hand, that's for sure.
What to do?
Especially if you don't have the
to
coin.
do?
Agreed. What do you do here?
You pretend like you're gonna get overrun, so you just play Clockwork Gnome, I think.
Yeah, I think Clockwork Gnome is pretty good here. Because even if he goes like ping, it's okay. Because you can go Annoyatron, Cogmaster, the coin. And then the next turn you can Clockwork or whatever.
Yeah, in general, I would say if both players kind of have the same power level of in hand, it still favors the one with the coin because it allows the player to get ahead on the board earlier
To do.
with additional minions or just an early bigger minion.
Well, that is perfect for Hype. 'Cause Hype gets to kill both of those.
Yeah. According to his hand, this is pretty fantastic.
What to do? What to do?
It's
Only-
interesting that Lothar decided to not go for something like an Annoyed run, maybe.
Yeah, he might have thought though that this would be a much quicker opening, and that he actually gained something from the frost or the
Because honestly, though,
fire blast being used. Or whatever it's called.
by playing Annoyed run, Lothar would have achieved the same result, but would have lost just one less card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Pretty sure I joined that match like a minute before, got kicked out of it, so I'm not really sure why that happened.
It's kind of weird right now.
Yeah, maybe they're just kicking out like semi-inactive because of the BlackRock stuff going on.
Could be. Mine hasn't been kicked out at all.
Yeah, mine can't even get back in right now, so I'm suspecting that.
But man, that mech warper for Lothar. Holy cow.
Damn.
That is the insane opening that we talked about.
Yeah.
That's quite a board right there.
Yeah, with that kind of clunky hand that Hyped has, it will be hard to come back from a board state like this. However, all it takes is like one blast mage to completely wipe the board sometimes. But Lothar will not have any of that. Always denying the mechs to not make Tinker
I think I'd actually trade the bubble in the 2-1 for the 2-3.
Wait, what?
Lothar?
Oh, yeah.
You don't want the major ability
What
targeting
to
your
do?
minions.
What to do?
Yeah, you would never want that. What a travesty that would be. I gotta actually read the exact wording. Your hero power can target minions. I was sad to see that doesn't do anything with Warrior.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I feel like you should be able to put armor on minions with that.
Yeah.
If you can get that guy, you deserve it. You deserve to be able to armor up minions.
Anything. I can fix anything.
That's a little sad.
Yeah.
Smearity with no creatures in hell, Lothar.
And then he plays his own mirror entity. What a world we live in today.
I actually think he might need to Whirling Blades.
But he kind of wants to keep those Whirling Blades for Internetters, obviously.
I don't think the game is going to extend that long to the point where that's too relevant, do you?
I think it will, because Lothar, as we can see, chooses to go for a game plan where he always trades all the minions in his favor. But however, that obviously prevents a lot of damage to Hyped's face.
Anything.
So Hyped will definitely have the time necessary to get to
that
those late
time
turns.
rewinder.
Yeah, that was quite nice. And now zone mirror entity. Ouch.
God.
Ouch.
It is so steamrolling.
Toshly again. Didn't Hyped have Toshly in his druid as well? Huh.
Toshly's a good card.
Yeah, Toshly. We've seen
I
Toshly in
I think
Druid.
it was talked about recently how, like, if you compare it to Boulder Fist, it's better because the only thing that really has 6 health that's played is Druid Claw. Everything else just has 5 or less, or like way more than 6.
Yeah. And 7 is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Because anything
you
with
don't
7
wanna be at
attack
7.
just dies to BGH immediately.
Yeah, and the spare parts just have really good synergy with just about everything.
Yeah. That's cool stuff. Oh, man.
Yeah, but there was no other option, honestly.
Oh my god, the
Hyped
damage is
had
really
to,
high right now.
had to give Lothar something. And
Yeah, I suppose you can't just pass the turn, right?
yeah.
Yeah, with that much damage, it's time to go.
What to do?
There was obviously the option of just, I don't know, maybe fireballing.
A mech warper.
Yeah, it sucks, but he knows that there's a mirror entity, and maybe Hyped could draw something smaller next turn. But it obviously relies heavily on luck of the draw.
Harvest Golem isn't too bad a draw, I guess. At least he can... Never
No,
mind.
there's
Fireball
no, at
is
least he
like-
can. No, there's none of that.
Yeah. At least he can Whirling Blade that Lothar. Lothab. Lothar's Lothab.
If Lothar didn't get frozen, did you actually have any way to survive
to
anyway?
do?
I think
What to
not
do?
still.
If the Blast Mage hit perfectly, yeah.
Yeah.
One, yeah.
And that will be that. And this actually puts Lothar up 2-1.
Yeah.
And let's see, that leaves Lothar with
2-1 already? What?
Yeah,
That's true. It's his final deck now.
yeah.
wow.
So, what is his final deck? I couldn't quite see it.
Didn't see it either.
Nope.
I think it might have been Druid.
I've seen Lothar play a lot of Druid in tournaments in the past, but that's probably just because a lot of people just play Druid in tournaments.
Yeah, Druid is a played class for sure.
Yeah, I think his tournament kind of favors it a bit too. So,
A lot of people were saying that.
and Reynad seemed to think so and was a little bit upset about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
You upset that there's not enough Druids in tournaments?
Oh yeah, I'm really upset about that. I love the cast when they play their 4-drop on 4 and then their 5-drop on 5, and then they do the combo.
Don't you mean
and they
their
have the mana.
7-drop on 5?
Yeah, that's true too.
Don't you mean the 7-drop on 5?
Hey, which one is hyped?
All right. Well, the game is a go. So let's get into it here. So you're going with Druid? I'm going Druid too. Druid.
Well, yeah, I mean, Druid it was his last deck left, so yeah, that's.
I thought we weren't sure, and now you're pulling the I totally knew it card.
I told you that. I think it was Druid that he had. I totally knew it.
Oh, it's the wild growth variety again. Holy
sick.
cow.
That's the best variety right there. Keep that shredder.
Actually, Hype's hand looks like it might be even faster. Oh, now he dropped the...
He's not having that happen again.
That's really weird. Like, he's kept Blast Mage in every single match except this one where he actually has a mech that he definitely played before it. I don't really understand that.
Yeah, you would think so, that especially against Druid, a minion with such beefy stats as Blast Mage would be pretty beneficial.
Could he just be like, being like, I do not want to lose another game like that?
I just think, like, at this stage when, like, it's Mech Mage, he's probably played more games of Mech Mage than most people have played of Hearthstone.
Yeah.
And I think it's just not really a point where you change up your strategy.
I agree with that.
I wonder.
So it looks like he's going to suicide that 2-1.
Really? I think the Mad Scientist is a good candidate because you can protect your 2-1 with the taunt.
Oh yeah, I guess it's
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Like, it's so much tempo.
And yeah, you obviously wanted Morantity on the board.
Definitely.
That's right. I forgot
Your opponent's
about
going
the
into
taunt.
5 mana, for sure he's going to want to play a minion. That's killer. Ugh.
Yeah, this gives Lothar kind of a good swipe turn, but he doesn't have
What to
it.
do?
Yeah.
What to do?
Swipe would be pretty devastating for Hyped here.
What do you play? I think Sludge Belcher's the pick here.
You give him a Sludge Belcher? You got to give him something, but...
I mean, are the other
I think this
options
is
that
the
much
game.
better than Sludge Belcher?
Well, this is the one where it's pretty much going to game 5, right?
Not yet, no.
You don't think so? Give him a Sludge Belcher
just
here?
slows the game down, and Hype's hand is again like horrible. Like, direct damage is good if you're about to win with it. If you're not, it's absolute trash.
What to
Yeah, and
do?
those
What
those
to
7 drops
do?
are a long way from seeing any play still.
I think we're actually going to see a Fireball on the Belcher.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And then he still hits for 6, though, and he's still got a good board.
I don't think it's for sure. I think it's debatable.
The Fireball on the Belcher? I don't think so.
I wonder.
What else are you gonna do with that turn?
Yeah, like you want to save the Frostbolt. The Frostbolt's going to be more useful later on. There's not going to be, like, only Druid of the Claw would be a better target for the Fireball.
I think Frostbolt there actually does almost the same thing.
Well, he already showed he doesn't have Swipe, so...
Oh, not afraid of the mind control tech.
Well, there's Swipe.
Yeah.
One turn too late.
Wonder.
Yeah, it's not even that good here.
Yeah, not anymore.
No.
She don't even know what you do with Swipe. What do you do with Swipe?
You don't play it this turn, I don't think.
I guess
Really?
So.
What else do you play?
Saracen. Right.
Yeah. Because if you play Tarzan, you're going to have, like, a sick turn coming up. He already used 1 Fireball. So you might be able to, like...
I don't know. I still like the Swipe. I like the Swipe on the Mech Warper.
Why so?
It just removes so much damage off the board.
just removes 3 more damage that you would deal with otherwise anyway.
Well, if you do it on the Sludge Belcher, I don't know, you have to hero power it.
If you swipe, you have to hero power anyway. I think Thorson, just take some damage, and Thorson will eventually swing the game around.
He does go with Tears Crit.
I don't know. This way, all he does is prevent 3 more damage. Those 3 damage probably wouldn't have ended up mattering.
Yeah,
Oh, it's Blinktron.
oh boy.
Gladiator's Longbow, come on. Come on.
Oh my god, is that...
Longer sword.
Sword of Justice versus
Yeah, Cogmaster's
a
Wrench.
wrench. Oh my.
Oh, that's really cool.
Wrench
that,
is like...
how does that... Wait, he comes into play to give you that weapon, and then that weapon somehow gives him that as he's coming into play?
Yeah, because
I call shenanigans.
most battle cries happen like before the minion comes to play.
All of the battle cries.
No.
Yes.
No. Dr. Booms doesn't.
Yes.
No. The Boombots are summoned after him, and I know that because of how Vanish returns them back to the hand. The Boombots are summoned after Dr. Boom, even though it's a battle cry.
Yeah, so how does that make sense?
It doesn't. It's
Explain
not
that, Blizzard.
No, but the jugglers, if you have Dr. Boom with jugglers, then the juggles from the trigger on the boom goes first. Like the
But then why is it when I vanish, the Dr. Boom goes back first?
Yeah, I believe that is actually the case.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, that's weird.
That is really weird. And also, the things that I'm seeing right here with Cogsmaster's Wrench going up to 4 and then killing the Belcher, and now, like, the Sword of Justice gave that plus. I'm like, what am I watching? What is this game?
It's typical arena plays, guys. Don't worry.
I don't get to see stuff like this too often.
Okay.
Even Hyped thinking that's pretty funny.
Yeah, hype time.
Blingtron, man.
But yeah, the explanation for the Blinktron was that, indeed, almost all battle cries happen before the creature comes
It
to
seems
play.
rather subjective. Like, why is Dr. Boom one way and then the Blingtron doing it this way?
Most are like Blinktron. There's a few that are weird, and that's not one of them, I'd say.
I feel like that needs to be fixed then. There needs to be like a hard and set rule for that, because sometimes you hit in a situation like that and you haven't seen it before, and if you don't have rules to pull up, you're like, well, sometimes it's this way and sometimes it's that way.
Yeah, I guess.
You can't have stuff like that.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure
it has to be
I'm-
specific.
I'm pretty sure that Vanish also works with other minions that put minions into play like that.
Like, strangely.
Yeah, like with Dragonling mechanics or
So you think
whatever.
the
I don't
fault is with Vanish?
know, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some sort of mix-up. Whatever. It doesn't matter right now. What matters right now is this game 5.
Matters to me.
Whoever wins this one advances to the
I
top
think
16.
the definitive test is if you have 2 creatures left, if you have 5 creatures in play, if you play Dr. Boom, if the Boombots actually happen first, Dr. Boom would instantly die. Which he doesn't.
Oh, yeah. That's true. And everyone's done that before.
Yeah.
That makes sense. They definitely aren't brought into play before him. So,
Yep. Gotcha.
huh. And thus, Blingtron getting +1/+1 doesn't make sense.
Yep. Oh, Wild Growth Druid. Man, where's this been all day?
It's coming out now.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, this matchup we saw Reynad actually having a very hard time with this, right? So, what do you think about this matchup, Ecop?
Druid, Rogue versus Druid. I think throughout history, Rogue has struggled against Force of Nature Druids. Obviously, it all depends on how slow those Force of Nature Druids are built.
Yeah.
The faster they are, the more the Rogue struggles.
I think it really comes down to just Rogue's main problem right now is healing. They just don't have it. And Druids are like, so you're at 14 life, are you?
Well, they got to play those heal bots, man.
Yeah.
It all comes down to whoever has the pressure on the board.
Yeah, exactly.
Druid, Rogue has to do things like play or even coin out SI7 agent on an empty board just to apply pressure in order to win this matchup. It all comes down to whoever has the better board early on and snowballs from there.
You have to do the coin play here, otherwise you're just so weak against Phantom Knives.
Yeah. Well, Double prep, no spells. Okay, there you go.
I like Vile Teacher.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's that or
Yeah.
like
Pay
the
attention,
worst
class.
thing I could ever imagine.
No, prep Blade Flurry, prep Cleave. What are you talking about?
That's pretty sick. You'd even have a damage on this shade. He'd be a 3/2 right now. That would
Yeah.
be- how crazy would that be? Hype does have a bit of that heal. So maybe that 14 hit point level can be dealt with.
Do you think the Lothar was actually a little bit preemptive?
Well, he's got the
we
Violet
just
Teacher
we just
out.
talked about pressure. That's pressure.
Yeah.
But there was the option of just playing Ezreal instead.
Yeah, but as your Drake makes you commit to like something you may not want next turn, and with Sylvanas in hand, you don't want to commit to anything next turn. I think.
I see.
Like if you as your Drake, he might just require you to hero power next turn, and that would suck.
It's hard to. I mean, I think sometimes it's hard to apply a card like Lothar in those matchups when you play against a deck that relies heavily on spells, like Rogue, like Freeze Mage, for example, because you need to find those crucial turns where the
I have
Rogue
no
will
time
need
for
those
games.
spells the most.
Yeah.
And I think in that stage of the game, often you just will see the Rogue play some minions instead of spells anyway.
It's pretty nice. I think I like to see the Drake
Yeah.
prep. Actually, what
You have to kill the
clear the board
Sylvanas first, though.
You can clear the board with prep.
Yeah.
2
preps
fan
and blade.
prep Blade Flurry.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's pretty good.
But if you want to do that, you don't want to use your preps like that.
Well, I don't know,
Well, I
man.
think for sure you're going to
Prepared.
at least prep the fan.
Yeah.
At least. And then if you draw another fan, I would...
Yeah, for sure, prep the fan. But one of those preps will be required to make a sprint playable.
The best draw here would be a Deadly Poison. It'd be sick. This is the sickest Deadly Poison.
Oh
draw.
my god, you're right. That would be the sickest deadly poison.
Nope.
Oh, there's
Wow.
the sprint, though.
Huh. Still, prep the fan. That's... And then you can sprint. Yeah. Look at that. Everything works out. He's still at 30, so who cares?
Yeah, after that prep sprint.
Here's the question.
The thing is, with the sprint,
here's
he will
the
actually
question.
draw.
If you draw a Deadly Poison here, do you consider the Blade Flurry?
You can still do that later.
Yeah, yeah. You can actually Blade Fury the next turn. Because you're going to sprint anyways with the prep, so you'll probably get...
Something.
Yeah, and like...
All right.
He's going to play minions, so... That's totally going to work out.
Yeah.
This is actually going really well for Hype.
Yeah, Hyped actually can go, can get a pretty sick Van Cleave next turn.
Yeah.
If he decides to go for that. As a Drake Wrath, really good right now. Wow. So much tempo gained for Lothar. And he has a lot of pressure, especially with the Ragnaros. Ragnaros is such an annoying minion to deal with for the Rogue.
I wonder.
What do you play here if you're Hype? All that looks terrible.
Well,
Yeah, there is 2 Blade Furies, but no buff for the weapon,
but
unfortunately.
if you prep into sprint...
It has to be a Deadly Poison though.
Yeah, but you're drawing 4 cards. And there's 2 of them in there.
That's still not that great.
It's 50-50. You draw it or you don't.
You're facing down a...
It's not even
you-
50-50.
You're facing down 10 damage on the board next turn, and 11 with the hero power, so...
Look, you have a
already
backstab in your
half
hand,
HP
too.
almost.
I think I would just do it. I would trust. Because
Trust
actually, you
the
can.
Deadly
There's various stuff that you can kind of draw
So
here.
many options.
Like if you get
If
an Abyss, that's pretty good.
fine.
He's
You're
gonna
right.
get it. Don't worry. He's gonna get a
Choose
Deadly
soon.
Poison for sure. That's not it. That's not it. This one isn't it. But then, oh
There
my
it is.
god, there it is. So sick. Yep. Oh wow.
Goes for the SI7 instead.
I'm actually surprised about that. Why wouldn't you just clear?
Oh,
Mullen Giants. Seriously, why wouldn't you clear with that though? You have 2 Blade Furies. Like your opponent would be at like 21 without a minion on the board. I guess you wouldn't have a minion either, but the 6/4 is better than the 3/3.
yeah.
The problem is you have nothing on the board then, not even the weapon, and it takes a while to like get a new weapon. You at some
Yeah.
point you will have to use 2 mana again for it, and your hand is so clunky. You might not want to spend mana for that.
Huh.
Also,
Alright,
they
well,
get
the next
I mean,
better.
those are all
is-
reasonable reasons, but like, do you
How
think
do we
that was
kill
better?
that shade now?
Yeah, that shade is actually very annoying.
Yes, it is.
That 4th health point is really,
Like-
really brutal.
He could. I mean, I guess you really need to clear the 3/3. I wouldn't mind like a swipe piloted shredder here.
I wonder.
I'd want a yellow rag, but like you can't leave a minion out.
Just makes the Tinker Oils too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time waits for no one.
Cop checking his mustache in the cast.
Yeah.
I must take
Swipe face.
Oh, okay, okay. That's fine.
Let's imagine something here. What could be good?
Well, now this 6/4 is actually a real pain in the butt.
Wait, I know. Double Blade Flurry.
He might have to.
Blade Flurry, weapon up, deadly poison, attack face, Blade Flurry again.
Oh, wow.
Do you see a better play than that? Like right now, you're dead to like Savage.
He needs
Roar.
to use Time Rewinder and go back to last turn and do the Blade Fury.
You're literally dead to everything otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't even have any way to draw a single card here. This is like, I think you're actually completely right. He has to do that. God, that's gross. That's like 6, 7. What?
Yeah, just as
Wow, that's bravery.
that's what he has to do. That
I guess you're right,
The
yeah.
latest you suggest doesn't do anything afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lethal. There you go, Savage Roar, no
Yeah,
justice.
yeah, that's... Oh, wow, does that mean Lothar out in first place?
That does. Congratulations.
Who would have expected that one?
Well, Lothar did well at last season.
Didn't you crown him as I don't know if it was the best or the worst player? It was the worst.
I did say it, but
Oh, that's weird.
many players consider Lothar one of the worst
Okay.
players.
So it's the
But
other
Lothar,
players.
Lothar proving those players wrong.
Yeah? Yeah, he
So-
played well.
Okay.
He definitely
Played well.
played well here.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Does it change it if he
Often-
did the
often
clear that turn before against the Shade? Does that actually change it? Do you guys
like
think?
would hype have won if he did a Blade Flurry.
Yeah, like the turn before when we were talking about possibly clearing.
I think that was one of those spots where Blade Flurry would have been pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
Yes,
because
I
he drew
said-
another one that was
No, he had,
completely
he had,
useless.
he had, to, he had to Blade Flurries.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had to Blade Flurries at that point.